Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk person of interest. I'm just having a lot of fun with this show right now, and I know from the comments that you guys are telling me the show doesn't really become the show until season 2. That we sort of have to play nice with the network when we're starting a new show. And this show is masquerading as a procedural, just like everything else in network prime time. And so it has to sort of follow some rules. And Jonathan Nolan understands that. He's laying the groundwork. He's setting some backstory. I feel like we are creating some allies in the world of person of interest here that Reese and Finch can call on in the future. We have a couple of cops on our side. We've got a doctor. We've got a judge. We've got a lawyer. We've got a fixer. Like, a lot of our persons of the week have some very useful skills that may be beneficial to us in the future. And I feel like I'm hoping that we make some of those characters recurring characters. But we've also got the CIA hunting us down. So, pros and cons. We've made enemies with the New York criminal underground. We've got an interesting new development with the son of the face of the company. I don't even know the name of the company that Finch ostensibly owned / ran / developed the machine for. But we do know the face of the company. I keep forgetting his name on this show, but I always think of him as Goodwin from Lost. We know he passed away recently. There's a memorial for him in the lobby of the company building, and his son is back. His son's a doctor, and his son's digging into his files. So what's he going to discover in there? And he's already suspicious. He's learned that there was a government contract. The price was just the $1 for the machine to the U.S. government. So what's it all about? He's beginning to pry. I don't feel like he's an antagonist, but he's certainly a complication. So I like where the world already is, even though we're only halfway through season 1. We've got a fair ways to go before I think we get into what the show's really all about. But the fact is it's already a really entertaining show. Is it going to get more in-depth and convoluted? Maybe. Right now, maybe it's just trying to find as big an audience as possible that we can take along for the ride. But I'm very curious to see where we go next. So let's jump into this episode. This is episode 13 of season 1, and it's called Root Cause. Interesting visualizations of what the machine's doing.
Good morning, Mr. Reese. Were you able to convince Mr. Billick to abandon his plan to kill his ex-wife?
I'm working on it, Finch.
Is that going to stop him?
Pretty sure that's a parole violation, Teddy.
Oh, okay, that'll stop him.
Hello, Finch. Billick and I just came to an understanding.
You sure he's the right guy?
He's perfect.
Scott Powell, 38. He's a construction project manager for the city.
Seems like a family man.
Did you lose your watch?
No, it's around here somewhere. All right, guys, Daddy's got to go to work.
Okay, that watch is going to matter.
Finch looks like Powell's playing hooky.
Are you up on his phone?
I'm about to be.
That's pretty impressive technology that you can clone from that distance and that quickly. But okay. For sake of the story.
Calling about the installer job you had listed in the paper here?
Oh, he's unemployed.
I'm sorry, sir. That position's been filled.
Oh.
Cutbacks have put Mr. Powell out of a job 8 months ago.
Judging by the way he was acting with his family, they have no idea.
Oh.
Finch, this guy's about ready to hit rock bottom.
I ran Powell's credit. He's maxed out on every one of his cards.
See if Detective Carter can run a background check on this guy.
Is he going to hit a bank or something silly?
And I'm gonna want to get a look at his home computer. So I'll be joining you tonight.
You ever been on a stakeout, Finch?
No, should I bring anything?
Something to read? And an empty water bottle.
Empty.
There are no bathrooms on a stakeout, Finch.
Its dimensions are perfect for capturing Wi-Fi radio waves.
Going to jump on the home rotor?
Spends a lot of time on political websites, blogging about a congressman, Michael Delancey. Here's a big file, encrypted.
We have a 2-day job placement for you if you're still available.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you very much.
Like Pal's fortunes may be turning around.
I hope so.
2-day job's not going to solve his problems.
His number.
Nothing but a couple of traffic tickets and an application for a firearms license for a rifle. Otherwise, he's clean. Should I be worried about this guy?
That's what we're trying to determine, Detective. Delancey pushed for the budgetary cutbacks that prompted the city layoffs.
He cost Pal his job.
Is it more personal than that?
These are death threats, Mr. Reese.
He's going to assassinate Delancey.
I don't think it's that clear cut. There's going to be a twist.
Sir, you need to come through the main line.
That's not going to happen.
Got a problem, Finch. Pal's already inside.
If somebody starts shooting, what exactly do you expect me to do?
You'll think of something, Finch.
Duck, probably?
Keep it in mind, Congressman. We want you to have a long, long career.
Those threatening emails that Powell sent to the congressman. They're being flagged by my system.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What are you getting at, Finch?
Those anonymous emails didn't originate in Powell's laptop. They were copied onto it from a remote location.
They're planted.
Finch, I'm more interested in finding the guy with the gun than I am in fixing his computer.
No, he's being set up. The senator wants the congressman dead.
Thank you for coming, and thank you.
Maybe.
I think his system's being hacked.
It's a-
Confetti.
I think Powell's being set up.
Many of you.
yeah. No. No.
Question is, by who?
Business partner, senator, those are the two suspects at this point to have it arranged.
They knew exactly what information to manipulate so that he looked guilty to the police.
Fooled us. And your machine.
No, the machine doesn't get fooled. If Powell isn't the threat, then he must be in danger.
Well, he's the patsy then. Maybe he wasn't supposed to make it out of the fundraiser alive.
Did you get a look at the shooter?
Dead-eye shot with a pre-planned escape route.
Different skill set than our hacker, so...
There's a
different
team.
people?
We're looking at a team.
They're taking him into interrogation now.
I need to know what they're saying.
I told you there's nothing I can do.
Carter, we could help save an innocent man.
You know, the guy who worked there, who took me up to the balcony to rig the confetti cannon.
No one on the staff saw this guy, and he's not in any security footage. No record of any company named Work Time in the tri-state area.
That's impossible. They called me. You do what they ask, okay?
Okay,
What did we just find?
you have another computer?
No. What computer?
What's going on, Scott?
I don't know.
Oh, planted.
I need you to trust me, okay?
I think Pal could still be in danger.
How so?
In frame jobs, the decoy usually doesn't make it.
Yeah, this is Jack Ruby killing Oswald.
I think I may have found a way to our hacker.
You purposely infected your own computer.
No, I created a virtual system. Now the Trojan can still run, and we can see where it leads. We can see what they're looking at. It looks like a floor plan.
Finch, that's a federal courthouse downtown. Where are they taking him?
The courthouse for arraignment tomorrow. Why?
Jeez. This doesn't look good for the guy if we're rescuing him.
Who are you?
One of the only people who know you're innocent.
What do you want?
Right now to get you to someplace safe.
Now let's see who's behind the curtain. Wait, something's wrong. We didn't hack in, we were let in. It's a honeypot. They're using a worm to infect any devices connected to our private network.
They're infecting the
Including
machine.
our phones. They're listening to us right now. Destroy your phone.
Wait.
You know how to find me.
Who are you?
All right. So there's. Huh. I thought I recognized who that was, but I don't.
What the hell happened?
Afraid I underestimated our hacker. As a consequence, my equipment at the library is compromised, so for the time being, I'm mobile. Shh. Well, I've called in a specialist. Someone with an intimate knowledge of the political arena. Oh, here she is. I have to go.
She's back.
Finch?
Saw her name in the credits. I thought she might have been the other hacker for a minute, but
So you're the guy on the other end of the phone?
You do know that your husband's been out of work for the past 8 months?
No.
It seems pretty clear that you don't know your husband as well as you think, Mrs. Powell.
yeah, hiding economic distress isn't the same as being a terrorist, though.
The shooter. He was framed.
You boys certainly do like a challenge, don't you?
I've come up with a list of alternative suspects, people who might have wanted the congressman dead.
DA's office has quietly been preparing an investigation into the company for several months.
How do you know that? Never mind. We have no proof that Matheson had Delancey killed.
Let's go get some.
We trust her, right?
Why would anyone want to do this to me?
They needed a patsy, and you fit the role.
They?
How'd they find him? This is a well-connected other group. Oh!
Miss Morgan, why don't you tell me why I need you?
Your partner was going to burn you, so you burned him first. I get it. But your vendor? Your vendor dropped the ball. The man that you set up was missing in action. You know, if you're going to do something wrong, do it right.
I don't know what you're referring to. And I think it's time that you leave.
Keep the card.
Is that him, or is it him, or is it the senator?
I thought I was clear on how this works. I call you, not the other way around.
Okay.
I hired you because I thought you could handle this.
Oh, it's him.
And I am. Powell and his friend will be taken care of. You just make sure to have my final payment ready.
Okay, so we got a new antagonist.
They just dropped into the subway at 23rd and 8th.
Got it.
We got a tracker on him? Yep.
It's a transmitter.
I was gonna tell Leslie, but now it's too late.
No, it's not.
They killed a congressman. Are you gonna promise me that they won't kill us too? I didn't think so. I need to talk to my wife. And the person who I love most in life will think that I'm nothing more than a killer. Do you have any idea what that feels like?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I do.
Well, we ditched the transmitter, right?
You know, the feds are up on her phone.
He needs this, Carter.
Where are you?
I'm okay. Listen, I'm gonna make this right. I promise.
We need to move now.
I gotta go. I love you.
Yeah, we just put the tracker on somebody else. It's working remarkably well for underground. But... Oh, jeez. We just brained a dude.
Excuse me. My name's Scott.
Stay where you are! Do not turn around, raise your hands!
Why would you pull a gun on him? He wasn't indicating any threat.
Is it finished?
Not quite, but I suspect it will be soon.
I hired you because I thought you could handle this.
And I am.
Then why is Powell still alive?
Yeah. Staging his suicide.
Zoe?
John, glad I could help. Although there is a matter of payment. Buy me a drink?
I control a company that's decided to build a new facility in New York. They could use a man like Powell overseeing things.
Noble of you, Finch.
Hardly. I just value good people, Mr. Beast.
You follow up on the hacker?
I was able to trace the signal to an address. Sadly, they were too late.
Student housing? Okay.
Take care, Finch.
This woman right behind her. I don't know. I don't trust anyone or anything right now. Okay. So we're probably going to see Zoe off and on. Root. All right.
Next time.
And the only clue we've got is the black fingernail polish. I like what this show's doing. It's a fun episode, basically standalone, and yet we're bringing back Zoe, so that's encouraging that we may see her again. We may see other past guest stars reappearing. And we also introduced a new adversary. Reese already has his adversaries in the CIA. And now we've given Finch an adversary. This mysterious woman hacker, Root. Is it somebody we've already met, or is it somebody completely new? We aren't supposed to know. And it is very mysterious. But she seems to be... it's like her little chat on the computer with Finch at the end there. She views him as a worthy adversary, and she knows his first name. So she's got enough info about him, either off the computer before he realized it was a honeypot and she got her way in, or they've met face to face, or they've got history or something. But it's still early days in the show. So we may not see Root again for a little bit, or Root may become a constant. One of the things I'm really interested about this series, and this season in particular, is I haven't yet figured out whether this is the kind of show that has a big bad for the season. Whether when we first introduced Elias, I was convinced it was him, but we haven't seen him in a while. Then maybe you think, oh, it's the CIA, and now maybe Root is going to be a continuing thorn in our side for the duration of the season. Or maybe they're all connected, who knows? But these are all these outstanding issues that we haven't yet dealt with, adversaries that we haven't put away, people that are going to probably cause more numbers to pop up. So I'm just very, very intrigued. I like the world building that's going on here. There's so many open threads, and just figuring out what those connections might be it's still too early to see the whole picture. But we're catching glimpses, and the glimpses are really intriguing. So I'm excited for more. Can't wait to next week for another episode. Please, if you like what I'm doing here, do all the fun algorithm things that lets YouTube know you like what you're seeing. And until next week, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.